hot outside, huh? It's
Yeah.
warm. No, outside it's hot. It's warm. Okay, I have 5:30. We're good?
Yep, we're good.
Calling this meeting to order. We're actually going to start off with the public hearing. So calling this public hearing meeting to order. It is 5:30, Tuesday, June 25th. Could we please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? Ms. Torres, can you lead us?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Roll call.
President.
Present.
Lorena Delgadillo, clerk. Present. Christina Clark, member.
Present.
Laura Torres, member.
Present.
Luisa Ariola, member.
Present.
We have a quorum.
Thank you, Mary. Moving on to 1.4, I have adoption of FY 24-25 budget.
Hi, good evening, everyone. This is just the adoption of the proposed budget. Nothing has changed. Everything is the same. So this is the adopted, and then, like I said, the increases haven't gone into effect yet because of the budget, but we will do a revision number 1 that will be due in September. But this is the same budget that we proposed.
Any questions or comments? Need a motion?
So move.
Motion was made by Ms. Clark. Second by Ms. Delgadillo. Actually, never mind. I'm so sorry. There's no motions. This is public hearing. Sorry, just an old habit. I take that back. So, any other questions on the budget? Is there anyone from the public that wishes to say anything regarding 1.4 budget? No? Okay. Oh, well, I think that's the next item. So, okay, let's go on to 1.5,
Okay.
which is truth and taxation.
Yes. So our truth and taxation, that was for our adjacent ways, which is for the traffic light signal project that is required by the city of San Luis in order for us to expand our school. And so it did, it is included in the budget, and it has been posted, and so it's just an approval of that.
Okay. And I see the, okay. Any questions or comments from the board? No?
No.
Is there someone from the public wishing to speak regarding this? If you could just speak, state your name and address.
Thank you. Phil Clark, 4296 West County 15th Street, Somerton. Philip Clark, no relation to board member Christina Clark. I'm sure she's glad of that. I just have a couple of quick questions. My wife made me promise that I'll be back home in time for Tuesday night at the meeting or the movies. And I think I figured out most of it on my own, but I just want to confirm it. On teacher salaries, I'm here supporting teachers. My sister was a classroom teacher here in the Somerton district for almost 30 years. And I noticed in one spot on the budget, it makes a reference to 0 for teachers, and then in another area on the first page, it references 3%. What I'm guessing is the zeros are over on the federal funds, and for last budget year and the upcoming budget year, the federal money for teacher salaries was 0, but they still received a 3% increase, correct, out of the general fund. Am I close?
Out of their federal funds.
And I'm hard of hearing.
So they also get an increase, but it comes out of wherever
Rosario, and if you could speak with,
Here on the federal money, it said it was 0. And then on here, they get a 3%, so I'm assuming that's out of the general fund. And it was just 0 out of the federal money, is that, am I reading that correctly? And I'm not speaking properly. They're getting a 3% raise.
Yes.
Okay.
Every-
actually, it's,
4%.
yeah, it's
4%.
4%. And Ms. Rosario, if you could speak on, to the mic, that way
Oh, okay.
people that are listening online can also hear.
And so the percentage that you're referring to, that's an average that we take, that's not the actual.
You're correct.
Yes.
I
So
see
it
the
is
notation
four-
here,
yes,
average.
So it would be
average.
4% for all teachers, whoever, even those paid out of federal funds.
And Mr. President, so I can go ahead and make it in time for Tuesday night at the movies, you're on budget now, you're not in truth on taxation. Can I do that portion now too, so I can get out
Sure.
here? Just a quick question on
Yes,
it.
go ahead.
And again, I'm guessing that the requirement to publish or mail a copy under statute 15905C, I assume that's referring to the budget. And then under statute 15905.01, I'm assuming that's referring to the portion on truth and taxation. And under truth and taxation, it needs to be at least 10 days, but not more than 20 days before our hearing here this evening. And then on the budget, it either has to be published or a copy mailed no later than 10 days prior to tonight's hearing. And if you have those dates, I would very much appreciate it. Do you have the dates that the budget was published and the date the truth and taxation was published? If you have those, that would be great. I'll take them now. If not, you have my contact information, and I would appreciate getting that.
Yep, so the budget was posted, the proposed budget, that's always posted to our website, and it's also required to go to the state as well. So we post it in 2 places. And in addition to that, the truth and taxation, that is required in the newspaper, and that's where we publish it in the newspaper, and that was posted on the, I have to go back and look, but it was posted, I believe, on the 14th, Friday the 14th.
14.
Yeah, so that was in the Yuma Sun. That's where it was posted, in the Yuma Sun. And that also gets posted on our website as well, and that was posted on our website after the proposed was approved at the last board meeting.
But as far as requirements for either mailing to each resident in the district or being published in the paper, that was done on the 14th. And that was just truth and taxation only, not the budget. The budget was strictly on the website.
That's correct.
Gotcha.
That's correct.
And one last question. This just happened to hit me, and I was trying to figure out what it references, and this is over under federal money. It's just short of $2.5 million. It would be on your page 6, page 6 out of 8, and it's the very first one, and it's titled "Helping Disadvantaged Children." And I was very curious, helping disadvantaged children, when we're talking in relation to education, what exactly are we talking about almost $2.5 million for in that area? How does that tie into education?
That's our Title I funding. Are you familiar with Title I?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Go. She's our finance, so you can elaborate on that.
Yeah, so Title I funding, that's, it's kind of how the state measures our students and our area and our demographics. And so we're in a demographic area where they consider our students to be on the lower income side. We're in a high poverty area. All of our students also qualify for free lunch, which also ties into the Title I funding.
So this two, well, I noticed the meals, excuse me, the meals are over on the other side, a little over $3 million. So the meals aren't here.
That's correct, but the Title I funding and our free and reduced lunch students, they are all kind of measured the same way.
And I guess the first thing I thought of when I saw this, when it says helping disadvantaged children, I can recall I started in Somerton Grammar School in 1946. I'm not sure where any of you were back at that time. And I know in my class photograph, the first grade class of 1947, if you have one of those around here, if you look at the front row, you'll see me and my friends, and the majority of us are barefoot. And I thought, gee, maybe we started too soon helping disadvantaged children. Maybe we could have got shoes back then. What do you think? But that's what it's not just education. It's
No. It's the whole demographics of our area. They look at a few things. The state looks at a few things. And
when you say look, though, the dollars, where do the dollars actually go? What are they actually spent on?
they're spent on all education. I can get you that information specifically, but it's spent on teachers, it's spent on coaches. What did you say? Supplies. It's
Okay.
yeah. It's,
Okay. Well, all right. I thank you very, very much, and I'll go call my wife and tell her to start the movie.
Thank you,
so
Mr.
much.
Clark.
Thank
You all have a
Thank
great
you.
evening.
Good night.
Have a great
Good night.
evening.
So, any other questions from the public before we close public hearing? Need a motion to close public hearing?
So move.
Motion was made by Ms. Clark,
Second.
second by Ms. Torres. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? Motion carries. So, public hearing ended at 5:41. So now calling our board meeting to order. Today is Tuesday, June 25th, 5:41. Do we have any comments from the audience, Mary?
No, we do not.
No comments from the audience. We're gonna forego all formalities and just go straight to consent agenda. Does anybody have a question or wish to pull something from consent agenda? No? Need a motion?
So moved.
Motion was made by Ms. Clark,
Second.
second by Ms. Ariola. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Moving on to 7.1, approval of adopted FY 24-25 budget as proposed. This is just kind of exactly what Ms. Rosario explained to us right now. Any comments or questions? No? Need a motion?
I make a motion to approve the adopted FY 24-25 budget as proposed.
Motion was made by Ms. Torres, second by Ms. Delgadillo. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. 7.2, approval of the proposed tax increase. Ms. Rosario, are you gonna talk about this item?
Oh, I thought we talked about it already. Was this which one is this?
This is 7.2, approval of the proposed tax increase.
Oh, this is the adjacent ways. The adjacent ways for the traffic signal at San Luis. And yeah, the notice went out. The increase would be the $26.30 per household for an average. And we're hoping to start our project.
All right. So pretty much based on what I see here on this document, every house that's assessed, let's say at $100,000, it'll be $26.30 for the year, right?
Correct.
So a house worth, let's say, $250,000, they're gonna pay approximately
80
about 60 some dollars, which comes to maybe $7 or $8, $6 to $8 a month, right?
Roughly. Yes.
Okay. Just want to make sure that our constituents understand that breakdown of how much it would it'd be increased. That's why I kind of wanted to kind of say that on the record. So for any questions or comments?
No.
Go ahead, Ms. Eladio.
You said
It's per 100, yeah, it should be per 100, it's the annual, that's the annual amount. Mhm. No, no, no.
Yeah, so that's why kind of, as an example, if my house, hypothetically speaking, is worth, let's say, $300,000, I'd be paying about $78
Yes.
for the year.
whole tax year.
For the year,
Correct.
which is equivalent to like maybe $7 or $8 a month.
A month.
Okay. Did that answer your question, Ms. Delgadillo?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Any other questions or comments? Need a motion?
Make a motion to approve the proposed tax increase as stated.
Motion was made by Ms. Clark,
Second.
second by Ms. Torres. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Moving on to 7.3, approval of IGA between the Somerton School District and University of Arizona.
Hi, the University of Arizona would like to have a student teacher at one of our schools, and we currently don't have an agreement with them, so we're requesting for you to please approve this IGA. Our attorney has reviewed it, and that way we can have the student teacher at BTS and possibly other schools.
Awesome. Questions or comments? Need a motion? Motion was made by Ms. Delgadillo,
Second.
second by Ms. Clark. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. 8.1, announcements. Welcome back, reopening event, July 29th at TDS. So it's at 9 o'clock at TDS. Let Mary know if you'll be attending.
I will be attending, yes.
Me too.
I will too. And remind me about the gift.
Yes, please remind me as well.
Me too, Esperanza. I put me tentative for now. I mean, I'll just get confirmation, but more than likely I'll be there.
I will also be at the teacher induction.
That's July 15, right?
12?
It was in an email.
A Friday?
It was on Monday, Tuesday. Yeah.
I have it on the 15th on my calendar. I'll be on that one.
Me too.
I have in my calendar, I have 7:30 to 8:30
On the 12th?
on the 15th.
15 Monday.
So, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Sounds good. And Mary, I don't see anything here about the law conference.
Yeah, we discussed the last board meeting.
Okay, but
And I do have your name.
you have me? Got it. Okay. That's what happens when you don't come, huh? All right. Need a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Motion was made by Ms. Clark,
Second.
second by Ms. Sariola. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? We're adjourned.
Thank you.